Hey guys, another 5 a.m. video. Today, I want to talk about the most effective machine ever invented, period, for weight loss. It's not the treadmill, it's not the fucking stepper, it's not the barbell set. Ooh, it's not even the infamous kettlebell. It's this, the food scale. That's simple. And you know it. That's the truth, but you don't want to believe it. You lose weight by eating less than you burn. A calorie deficit. Plain, simple, non-negotiable. And here's where people lie to themselves. It doesn't matter what food plan that you think you're following. Low carb, high protein, keto, intermittent fasting. If those aren't in a caloric deficit, if you're not taking in a little bit less calories than you burn off throughout the day, right, you're not going to lose weight. Even the so-called miracle or secret diet plans still obey the same laws. Calories still count, physics still win. Those plans only work when they accidentally or deliberately put you into a deficit. And without a food scale, most people are just guessing and hoping, right? Training is powerful, cardio is super useful, and weights shape the body. But food controls the outcome. You can train like a fucking savage. If you're eyeballing portions and estimating meals and kind of tracking, the scale is not going to move. The body weight is not going to change, right? The food scale removes excuses, guesswork, and self-deception, a big one, and replaces it with precision, accountability, and above all else, results. So it doesn't care about your fucking effort. It doesn't care about your intentions. It only tells the truth. And ownership is where fat loss actually begins. You need to weigh it, you need to track it, and you need to control it. That's how weight comes off. You have to be disciplined to become dangerous, right? A lot of you don't want to believe it. I hear people talking in the gym back and forth about, this thing they're doing and that thing they're doing, but they're not fucking weighing their food. What do you think is easier to do? Eat 500 calories less or burn extra 500 calories on the fucking step mill? Eat 500 calories less is a lot fucking easier, especially when you weigh and measure your food. 500 calories on a step mill is a lot of fucking work. Now, I'm not averse to work. And don't get me wrong, don't get it twisted. I want you to get fitter. I want you to get stronger. I want you to get better condition. Cardio is fucking super important, right? For cardiovascular improvement, for heart and lung, for blood flow, 100%. But it is super fucking inefficient for weight loss, if that's your primary goal. That's it. And you can bust your fucking balls. And I see people all the time come in and run like a fucking banshee on the treadmill and fucking pound step after step on the step mill, right? And they're overweight. And 3 months from now, 3 months later, they're still overweight. Their cardio's improved. That's fucking phenomenal. That's great. But they're doing it with the intention of getting leaner. Because I talk to them. I hear them. I don't understand. You fucking understand. You just don't like it. You don't want to believe it, right? That's it. That's that fucking simple. It's about a calorie deficit. Plain and simple. But you can't maintain a calorie deficit, A, if you don't have a baseline of calories. So if you don't have a food plan that says, hey, I'm eating 2,500 calories or 2,700 calories or 2,000 calories, whatever it is you start with. If you don't have that, then you don't have a control. And based off that, you can tell on a scale within days if you're losing weight. Not weeks, not fucking months. Listen, taking a month to lose 5 pounds is fucking bullshit, right? Especially when you have over 40 pounds, 30 pounds to lose. It's bullshit. That means you're fucking half-assing it, right? You might not like what I'm saying, but it doesn't change the fact that it's fucking true, okay? So at the end of the day, you need a baseline of calories. You do need to make sure your protein's nice and high. That's super important for function, hormones, muscle, recovery, right? So that part's super important. But at the end of the day, here's the reality of it that people don't want to fucking also believe, right? If 2,200 calories is a sweet spot for you, and you figure that out over working with a baseline and making adjustments over time based on what the fucking body weight scale says, right? That's the number 2 fucking thing. We'll do a video on that. You're not going to like that, those of you that are in fucking denial. You're going to see the weight going down almost daily. Once you find that sweet spot where you're eating less than you're taking in, not fucking starving. It's going to be a little uncomfortable. You're going from 6,000 calories a day eating like a fucking asshole to 2,500 calories. It's going to be a little uncomfortable for a few days. Get over it, right? Discomforts are necessary for change. right? Stop being a fucking princess. Stop fucking thinking that, oh, it's too hard and it should be easier and woe is me. That's why you're fucking fat and that's why you're broken and that's why you're out of shape, because you're taking it way too fucking easy on yourself. Stop being a little fucking princess. You want to change, then you have to fucking change. So you got to get uncomfortable a bit. You got to make some habit change. But once you get into the groove, holy fuck, it's so much easier. So much easier. So once you get that going, once you have your base and then you figure out your calorie deficit and starting to move on the scale, that's it. You take the guesswork out. It's simple. It's emotionless, right? You're not sitting there going, oh, fucking this and that and everything. This is what I'm eating. These are the results. Keep moving forward. That's it. It's that fucking simple, right? Is it work? Yes, at first. Is it change? Absolutely. But it's what's really going to give you the results. And here's the reality of it. Let's say 2,200 calories is that perfect spot. And I'm just using that number because it's going to be different with everybody, but pretty close for guys especially. Let's say that's the sweet spot. Well, here's the fucking other crazy part. That 2,200 calories really doesn't matter what the calories are made of. You could legit, if 2,200 calories is your deficit, you could legit eat that in fucking Mars bars and still lose weight. Now, you might not perform as well. You might not feel as good. Your energy is going to be all over the place because it's fucking high sugar and fucking, that kind of stuff. However, that's how that fucking math works, right? It's about the calorie deficit. So if you're eating whole foods, you're eating chicken and rice and vegetables, right, that you prepare and cook and weigh, it's super filling, super nutritious, right? In fact, a lot of times when I get people started on their food plan, we start with 4 meals a day and we're hitting for guys around the 22 to 2,400 calories. You know what the single biggest thing I hear for the first week? I'm having trouble finishing my 4th meal. I'm full because it's whole food. It takes time to digest. It fills the body. It satiates the appetite, right? That's how powerful the quality of food makes a difference, right? The nutrient dense effect of the food makes a big difference, right? Whereas if you ate 2,200 calories in fucking theater popcorn, you're going to be fucking hungry because it's shit and it's garbage. But if you stay to that 2,200 calorie, if that's the deficit you need to be in and you did it with theater popcorn, you're going to get leaner. You're going to lose weight. It's that simple, right? So the food scale, most important, most valuable fucking tool in your weight loss journey, 100%. Legit. Next one I'm going to do is the second most valuable tool. Probably already guessed it from this video, but we're going to get into it as well too. And again, it's not about liking it or not. It's not about fucking, oh, it makes me feel bad. No, you know what makes you feel bad? Knowing you're not doing the fucking work and then getting the proof from it by doing the weighing and the measuring and stuff to see that you're not doing the fucking work. So it's pointing back to you saying, hey, you asshole, you're not doing the fucking work. And you don't like that. You don't like that feedback. I don't want to be told I'm wrong. I don't want to be told I'm not doing anything and that's why I'm not getting the results, right? You live in this fucking fantasy world, right? Where everybody fucking needs to feel good all the time and everyone needs to be body positive and stuff like that. You know what? Stop that horse shit. That's not doing you any fucking good or any favors and stuff like that. Get back to reality. Focus on the things that work. The simple way to do it is a calorie deficit. The weight loss magic happens in the fucking kitchen, right? The fitness and the physique change happens in the gym. And that's the combination you need to work on if you want to make a real fucking transformation. That's simple. If you don't, if you want to play the fucking game and pull bullshit where nothing works and everything I do, nothing works. No, you're not doing everything. You're not doing the work. That's what's not working, right? That's it. Calorie deficit for the win. I'll talk to you guys later.